But please welcome from the cast of BET's Bigger, Tanisha Long and Tristen Wenger. Hello, beautiful Black people.
Hey, what's happening?
Happy Black History Month.
Happy
Happy
Black
second
History
day of
Month.
Black History Month.
We
I
need a
think,
longer month.
can we talk about why we got the shortest month?
Hello.
Racism. I mean,
That's
America.
that's
I
good.
mean, we can't even get a full, we can't, I'm not even asking for 31 days. Can we get one of them 30-day months? We
Right.
get up 28 and then sometimes 29.
Yeah, it should just every month. Let's just every month, because like we are America. So I don't
Whose dog is that? Who got a dog?
know.
It's my dog. That's Frito. He's excited about being on TV. He trying.
I
Hey, this is not your time.
You know what? I actually, that's kind of like what's kind of fun about like live TV. I love when stuff like that happens. Like my cat tries to jump in my lap. So if your dog wants to come get some of the shine, it's all good. Okay.
I mean,
All right.
he gonna stay put for now.
He's trying to get your attention. So now that it's February and we're talking a little bit about Black History Month, with all the drama that happened last month with the insurrection, and I just don't see the same energy that they give to peaceful Black Lives Matter protesters. You think things will get better from here on out? What do y'all think? What are your thoughts on the state of affairs in America with race relations?
I think America is what it is. I really don't think it's magically going to get better. It's been terrible for Black people for a long time, and I just don't see it getting better without people who aren't Black putting in the effort to make it better. That's what I think.
Yeah. We've been hooting and hollering about the same things for a very long time, for my whole life and everyone's whole life who's on this planet. The only way things are going to get better is if we make them better for ourselves, and if other people take the steps that they need to take to do better as well, to recognize their role in the institutionalized racism that this country was founded on.
Have you guys felt extra insulted though, as a Black American? Because like after what happened on January 6th, I mean, they already been trying it for a while, right? But like that was next level flaunting. And then the lack of apology, the fact that so many of these Republican folk are still like not really calling their folks out. Like some are, but like this Marjorie Heifer, like just the bold, the brazenness, still want to. It's like y'all really think that you're really showing your entitlement on another level right now.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I remember seeing video on the day of like a woman being walked down the stairs, and there was a man who took a selfie with the police officer, and there was another police officer who just opened a gate out. He was letting his friends in, like, y'all come on in. I got lemonade in the kitchen. If y'all hungry, I got ribs on the stove. Y'all just help yourselves. And that's what it seemed like this country has just been on.
It makes it really difficult to, we want to, of course, keep that sentiment alive that it's not all cops, and there are some good cops, and there are some good cops, but it makes it really hard to rock with it when you see what we saw in the wink wink, no, don't come in, wink, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna leave the door unlocked.
Yeah.
We can't like breathe or sleep or go to the store or play in playgrounds, or I mean just do basic things, and then they can do that and nothing happens.
Right.
Well, I just wanted to get your thoughts on that quickly. So thank you for speaking on that. It's just like, if 2020 was the year of trying it, and they tried it and they got away with a lot of it. So I'm interested to see where this goes. So what are y'all doing to combat fatigue and stress and drama? Y'all working out, hiking? What are y'all doing to release the tension without me getting too much in your personal business, unless you want to share? How y'all releasing y'all stress?
I'm eating like a ton. I've just been eating. Like I haven't been working out. I haven't worked out like, I don't know, a month and a half now. Because we stopped shooting. I was like, I don't need to work out. So I've just been like eating. I got a puppy. She's acting crazy. Oh, wow.
Yeah, we actually got some video of you in your virtual workouts with a trainer.
Shooting. And I was like working with my trainer. My trainer's like, so when are you going to come back? Because
So, Tanisha, are you one of those folks that like you just work out when you have a project coming up or an event?
No, I usually work out 4 times a week just because it helps my mood, and it just helps me. I'm very type A, so I like having a schedule, and working out goes into it. Also, I'm like in my mid 30s, like late 30s now. So part of the upkeep as an actor is like you have to kind of work out all the time. But to what you're saying, yes, I am one of those people that mostly works out when it's time for a job. Yeah.
I was trying to get to that. I feel you. And then it's like it's kind of like cramming for a finals, right?
Yes.
You got all semester, but then you're gonna do the night before. I'm gonna learn everything. Right?
That energy.
So Tristen, you're on the series Bigger, but you might land a hair care commercial after this video. Check it out.
Dark and natural. Natural looking color, moisture rich formula, blend away gray, condition your shit.
Pros for Men, permanent shampoo conditioner. My secretary can't tell the difference.
That's cute.
Yeah, I welcome it. You know, if they want to give me some curling solution or moisturizer, any oils, I prefer almond and honey. Those oils smell great together. So if anyone needs an ambassador, I'm your goo, your guy.
I'm saying though, and I just see some comments in the YouTube chat, like you could do the voice. If they don't hire you for the talent, they could definitely the on camera. You could do the voiceovers. We have Jake in the YouTube comment saying, "Oh, so Tristen gonna do some voiceover work now?" Like you got that down.
Yeah.
We have some more comments for you all. Jason says, "I'm glad to see Tristen and Tanisha," and Mike says, "I'm glad to see BT bringing scripted shows back, so they are feeling you." And then Eric also says, "We love Bigger." So
yes. Thanks, y'all.
You got love in the comments. People are excited to see you both here, and I love that. Remember, for a while, it was like everyone's complaining there's just too much reality TV, and it seemed like the scripted shows were dying. And I love that there's so many Black faces, new, established, like new ones, established ones, just getting back on the small screen because we need that. And I love that there's so many more stars now. So kudos to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Thanks, YouTube comments.
Thanks, y'all.
Oh yeah, they're going in. So what's the audition process like for y'all right now? Is it all remote and virtual, or are you able to get back in the rooms with the casting directors yet?
I haven't been in a room with casting since last year around this time. They kind of pulled me from that last year. And I think the last thing I auditioned for was like a Dunkin' Donuts commercial where I had to keep rolling my eyes at somebody. It was like really, the dude kept being like, "Okay, but now do it with a side eye." And I was like, "Okay." And he gave me all these notes. I was like, I booked it. I did not book it. But, I took the direction. But yeah, that's what's going on with me.
Does it feel to y'all, is this normal? When you feel like, oh, I killed that, I expect my phone to ring any minute. You don't get those gigs. And then the ones you're like, I totally screwed that up. I sucked. I should quit the whole business. That's when you book the gig?
Absolutely. 1,000%. Yeah. I remember my first commercial that I ever booked, I thought, I was like, all right, well, the casting director said, that was nice, thank you. And then I left the room. And then usually you get a call back maybe like a week or two after that. Didn't get a call back. It was maybe 3 weeks later. And then my agent called, was like, "Hey, so that commercial you auditioned for, congratulations, you booked it, your first national commercial." So like that, I think that just goes to show that we can't put too much pressure on ourselves. We can't judge ourselves too much. We need to give ourselves some grace in order to just be our best selves and get out of our heads as much as possible, however we can.
And just sit back and, you know what, leave it on the table and sit back and wait for your agent to call. Tristen, speaking of that, you shared a pretty amazing call you got from your agent. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Yo, say hello.
Hey, y'all.
What up, man? What's up, dude? What up?
How y'all doing?
Tristen, we have great news for you. You booked it. They're all in. Woo! BT has finally come through. Ways, man.
Congrats. Yep, series regular role. You did it.
Ah, that feeling.
Yeah, every time.
To see how grateful you were. So tell us about that day and what were you feeling in that moment?
So Tanisha, you might recognize that shirt because that's from our last chemistry read. So I remember like the day before we were at the Viacom office for maybe like
a day.
We were there for a day, and then they just whittled down. It was like, okay, thank you for coming in, Eric. Thank you for coming in, Aaron. Thank you for coming in, David. Thank you for coming in. And I was one of the last ones there, along with Tanisha and everybody who's on the show now. The next day we came back, and I remember it was just Tanisha, and there were maybe 2 other people in one of the other roles, and there were no other roles who were auditioning for my role for Vince. And I was like, okay, this might mean that I booked it. So I did the audition. I was driving home. I met up with a friend. We were driving to a taping of a pilot show for another network. My phone rang. I saw it was my agent, and I was like, oh my God. I answered the phone. My friend pulled out her camera and started recording, and that's what happened. I booked it. Here I am. Now I'm on Claudia Jordan.
Listen, you done arrived now. You done made it now. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad your friend caught that for you, because you don't really get those. You're usually by yourself, looking crazy. The phone rings, you're jumping around the house naked, or whatever state you're in. Like, yes, and you looked really grateful. Tanisha, what was it like for you when you got the call?
Oh, my reps play games with me. So they were like, hey, Tanisha, so yeah, we heard back about the bigger thing. And unfortunately, you're going to Atlanta because you booked the lead on a show. And I was like, oh my God, I hate y'all. And I was just like, I didn't know how to feel, because I wanted this job since the moment I read the script for the first time. And it was like a very long audition process, and I wanted it just more than anything. And so when I found out I got it, I was just like, oh, wow, it happened. Like, I moved to LA to book a lead in a single cam comedy about really cool Black people just living their lives, and I got it. And I'm so proud of it. So it was nuts. I definitely didn't know how to feel.
Congratulations. Where'd you move from?
I actually lived in New York for 8 years, but I'm from West Philly.
Okay. West Philly. Tristen, where you from?
Born and raised in South Central LA. I'm in my family house right now.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I love to hear those stories from the beginning, and I just hope y'all both keep that enthusiasm and that like appreciation. You know what I mean? Like, I have no doubt you're gonna have any issues with that, because like that's kind of what kind of keeps you going. That moment that you caught on camera, where you're like, oh, I'm sure you thought about the struggles, the no's, the honor veil. They went with someone else. You reminded the cast member of their ex, or all the excuses they give actors, right? Like, too tall, not tall enough, too this, not enough that. And then you finally get it, and that's gotta just feel like, exhale, right?
It feels like everything that you've done up until that point was worth it. It feels like you're validated. It feels like you weren't crazy. It's like I quit my job working at the Genius Bar so I could pursue this. And, I was right. I bet on myself and I won.
Yeah. Right. And I'm sorry, the petty part of me is also glad that any exes that ever messed up with me and let me go, they get to see me on TV. And I love that. I'm like, oh my God, did you see that? Do you happen to catch that show that's on at 7:00 every day? No?
That's
sorry.
Crazy. Wow.
No, that's warranted. That's warranted.
Listen, I admit my petty. I embrace my petty. And hey, let it motivate you, okay? We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more with these two when we return on Out Loud with Fox Soul. Welcome back to Out Loud with Claudia Jordan. Now, if you want to see more Fox Soul content, and I know you do, subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure you hit that notification bell to get all the best updates on new videos and live shows. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and tell us how you feel in the comment section. I'll be all up in them comments, like responding. And once again, my petty sometimes I get a hold of me, but I respond to the positive as well. Like, y'all be showing so much love to Fox Soul, and I really, really appreciate the love. I'm here with Tanisha Long and Tristen Wenger from the hit comedy Bigger, which just made its broadcast debut on BET. Now, your first season aired exclusively on BET Plus. How does it feel to share this show with a broader audience, and it's growing? How's that feel for you, Joe?
It's kind of unreal. Like, I didn't know it was going to end up eventually going to BET. So I don't know. I'm like really excited. I can't even talk. I'm so excited. I'm really happy. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's very exciting. And also because, especially with the way that we share information these days, Twitter is a huge source for us to share information and live tweet with the audience and get their real-time reactions. Like, we didn't have this 20 years ago when we were watching, I don't know, Family Matters. That was 2001. So maybe not Family Matters.
I know what you mean. You could never interact with people like you can now. Like, now you can literally send a DM to J-Lo if you wanted to. She might read it.
She might. Or, A-Rod might respond.
Why you
I have a 50-50 chance.
What's the chemistry like with the rest of the cast? Y'all all cool? Is there, and you don't have to say names, but is there anybody that you're like, difficult?
It's like a party on set. I feel like we just like rib each other. We were making fun of Tristan, and I'm not gonna say why. One day we all decided to make fun of Tristen. Remember when we were shooting that one scene at that birthday party? It was like, hey, Tristen, and then it was all like, oh yeah, I noticed that too. And
wait, say it. Say what it is though.
No.
Give me a hint. I'll figure it out.
You can see his likes on Twitter.
Would he have a revealing outfit on or something?
So I didn't realize that other people could see what I was liking on Twitter. And women be twerking, I be liking it. And so when they when they told me that other people could see what I've been liking, I was stuck. And then we had to start a scene. So I was just stuck.
So they could see all the little pages you be liking and what you into, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. Okay. I like that. I love that feature. They took it off, so now you can't check on your mate and see what they're doing. See what thoughts they like, and we can't see that anymore.
On Twitter, you can.
On Twitter, that's true.
Twitter, you can.
We have a comment for you, Tanisha. Johnny says, your character on Bigger is doing Greg dirty.
Well, Greg is doing her dirty. In her defense, what about Greg? They haven't even been dating for a year. He's like, you need to marry me and decide if you're going to do it ASAP. What kind of stuff is that?
Too much pressure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. I love defending Lane, but yeah, I wish she would just communicate.
You wish your character would communicate better.
You'll talk to someone professionally and learn how to communicate with her partner. Like, I don't like you like that, sir. Got
it. Okay. So for all that haven't seen the show, what's the name Bigger? What's the story all about it? What's that about? Bigger. What's Bigger? What's this about? Don't get my dirty mind thinking.
Yeah, exactly that, Claudia. Exactly that. Claudia, what you're thinking? Yes, that's half of the story.
Really?
Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What you're doing? Yep. Exactly.
Why have I not known this? I will be binge watching tonight.
On BT Plus. Now, that's a full Bigger experience. Now,
the full Bigger experience.
Full Bigger experience. The actual story is just about these college friends that just want something bigger for their lives. They're in their mid-30s. They don't have what they were expected to have, like marriage, kids, houses, secure jobs, and they just want to know why and how to get those things. And they're all kind of hot messes in their own way. And it's just fun to watch them all go on their little bigger journeys.
Mm-hmm.
So Tanisha, your character Lane seems to have a big imagination. Does she ever lose touch with reality?
I think Sis is not very in touch with reality at all, unfortunately. It's very fun to play as an actress, but definitely there are a lot of times where I'm like, damn it, Lane, girl, you need to get it together.
That's gonna be fun though, playing something that's not like yourself though.
She's like the complete opposite of me. I'm so type A, I'm so organized, I'm so like, I do this way. She's just like, I don't know, whatever. So she's really fun to play.
And Tristen, you're playing a Vince, a DJ whose style is kind of stuck in the past. So do you think guys can identify with your character? And not just the guys that just are fresh out of prison?
Yeah, and not just the guys who are fresh out of prison.
They be stuck in the past. They stuck in whatever year they went in, they stuck.
Yeah, I see it often. The tall tees and the Anichi jeans.
Not Anichi.
Or NYC, whatever they call it.
You went back.
But yeah, guys will definitely identify with Vince as far as like being stuck, not just in their clothes and in their taste, but as far as like what they're comfortable with. Like if you're at a point in your career where you can't move forward, you can't move to that next level until you step outside of your comfort zone. Mm-hmm. A lot of people can relate to that. I related to that because I was working at a tech company and I thought I was just going to climb the corporate ladder, but I always knew that being in entertainment was the thing for me. And I was just afraid to take that next step. But fortunately for me, I was able to get some opportunities that worked out beautifully and enabled me to move outside of this box that I put myself in.
I love these new shows that, just showing Black folks in a different light. Like, because 20 years ago, 15 years ago, the auditions were not like for roles like this. It was just like 3 different types: gangster, drug dealer, hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that, this smart, beautiful, fun, complex, modern characters that it could be played by anybody, but to have a Black cast playing these roles is beautiful. I love it. Does it feel good to be on a show with, like I said, smart, good looking, young Black people, not just a token in a comedy? Because that used to be the thing in the 90s as well.
Yeah. There were always these shows that just had the one Black friend. And he was always quirky. He would always say something, be like, that's racist. And then everybody be like, come on, Leon, that's not racist. But now it's like you have a whole cast full of Black people, background Black people, city full of Black people, a world of Black people. We're building these beautiful worlds and using our imaginations and experiences from our real lives to show to the world like Black people are not a monolith. There's not one way to be Black. We are Black excellence, and it comes in different shapes, shades, and forms.
Love it. Tanisha, do you feel most Black 30-somethings are, going through similar situations like dating and trying to find love in real life? Like, do you feel like this reflects what a lot of your friends are going through?
I definitely feel like me and all my friends are going through it because I'm definitely myself. There was one point with my career, actually, when I booked this, where I was just like, should I be an actor? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Like, I'm way too old to be doing this and not be doing well at it. Like, it felt like I was just getting nowhere. And I don't own a house and I don't have kids and I don't know if I want to get married, but it was just like, oh, wow, all these people are doing these things. And then me and my group of friends who are all entertainers are just like, wow, what are we doing? Why can't we get the things we want? Like, what's wrong with our lives? So it was very relatable to like read this and see it out in the world. It's like, oh, cool. We're all going through this together.
Mm-hmm. Nice. We have another comment for you about your character, Tanisha. Kurt says, how similar is Tanisha's character to her real life? Well, she says she's different. So
I'm very different. I think I do things, I like put more thought to my life than Lane does. Lane is very, at least in season 1, just kind of like haphazardly letting life happen to her. I'm a control freak. And so I kind of control what happens around me at all times. I also am way more emotionally considerate than Lane is. She's a little immature. Mm-hmm. I go to therapy, so that helps. Maybe Lane.
What's your sign, Tanisha?
I'm a Libra.
Oh, I love Libras. And Tristen, what are you?
I'm a Taurus.
May or April?
May Taurus, May 12th.
Okay, April 12th. Okay, listen, we have one more comment for you, Eric, from Eric. Tristen, what kind of DMs have you been getting now that the show's really blown up? What's your DMs looking like?
To be completely honest, the DMs are not spicy. They're not juicy. The DMs have been very supportive. There are a lot of people who have seen my journey from awkward Black girl to insecure to now. A lot of folks who have followed that journey for the past 10 years who are just proud of everything that has happened. And also, like when I used to work for the tech company, I used to show that on my Instagram too. And so people are proud of me and they DM me that, and nothing's been like, there hasn't been anything from any of the pages that I've been liking on Twitter. I haven't gotten any of those.
So you're saying you want some more of the big booty pages to can't be in your DMs that you've been caught looking at, is what you're telling me. That's what I'm getting. I'm reading between the lines here. That.
Claudia, from your lips to God's ears. If it's meant to happen, if the stars align, so be it. And bootyful abundance.
You're gonna bring God's name into big booty and that.
He
Got
created
it.
them.
I like your style though. I like your style. Let's take a look at bigger.
Get my money, cause mama's let's do it.
These loud, ignorant Black people and my best friends from college.
To the Ride or Die 5.
I'm here too.
We see you, baby.
Wow. I'm gonna need a bigger brush.
Do you think the white entitles at my job know more than me?
As an influencer, I'm in control. How am I supposed to know that you can develop allergies at 35?
That looks so good. I'm sold. Seriously, It looks like it's probably so fun to work on that show too. It looks like y'all have fun.
Yeah, it's ridiculous in the best way possible.
Tanisha, you get to see a lot of eye candy too, huh? A lot of bodies and little. Tanisha, you get to see a lot of eye candy and bodies and.
I mean, look, I'm in a very committed relationship. Sometimes on set, there are men there that aren't dressed and wearing a lot of clothes, and we'll leave that at that. That is part of my work. And of
course, from what I gather from this interview, you're a complete professional.
Yes.
It doesn't get in the way.
No. I have a whole man at home, and that's the only body that I'm worried about.
Right. Those are just those are just coworkers.
Yeah. I just get paid to hang out with them. But I'm not in a sexual solicitation way, in an acting way. You see what I'm saying?
I got you, girl.
Okay.
Your man watching right now, ain't he?
Probably.
Okay, I got you. And real quick, I love Will Packer. Love him. Super cool. How's it feel to be on a show, with him as the executive producer? He's good people. Him and his wife. Good people.
I feel like that's why we got to be so raunchy and like do whatever we wanted. Like, it feels like we just shot a rated R movie every episode.
So fun.
We definitely did. In season 1, he was so warm and open. He invited us to his house for Memorial Day. We ate at his house. We ate barbecue. We played games.
Yeah, that was fun. We did karaoke for like 5 hours.
Him and his wife, they had a good time. We were on the Tom Joyner cruise together years back, and just the same ever since. Just cool people. I'm just so happy to see everything he's touching has just been turning to gold, and just everything's been fantastic. So I'm super proud of y'all. Y'all cool as hell. I like y'all.
Thank you, Claudia. You cool.
I know. I'm messing with you. So listen, real quick, well, we're about to go, but I want everybody to check out the second season of Bigger and really, really support. I want to thank you both, Tanisha Long, Tristen Winger, for joining me tonight. Y'all cool. I definitely will be following y'all and supporting and cheering from the sidelines.